W. Everybody, welcome to Planet W. This is your boy Jay Kraft.
Hey, and this is Dan.
And we are champs. We are here. I don't know. I just found this Bulls song and decided we needed to open the show with this. So yeah, fucking awesome. Old champion Bulls. Fade that one out real quick. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Planet W. What a week. It's been a hell of a week for me. One of the more stressful weeks of my life. I have been dealing with so much personal stuff that I don't even want to deal with it. But we got some stuff going on in the W for sure.
Yes, sir.
The Sun have finally won. They beat the Fever.
Yeah.
And I wasn't at that game, unfortunately. I'll get into that in personal foul. Really, I've had you can probably tell by the tone of my voice, I'm in a shitty mood. I'm a sour son of a bitch this week. But, you know, I have good reason for it, and I'll talk about it later. Chicago finally won versus Dallas. The Valkyries lost, but they took it to New York, man. They really gave it to them.
They gave them a game.
They're looking good.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to think that, like, maybe they're going to be pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. So they might make the playoffs. I don't know. I thought they were going to be the worst team in the league, but not even close. We don't have any winless teams left in the W, but we do have a lot of one-win teams. And, yeah, it's looking grim for some of these teams. Yeah. Caitlin Clark is out 2 weeks with a quad strain. So the Fever have been struggling, and then last night, Sid Colson and Sophie Cunningham went down.
Yeah.
That's just a perfect storm to get beat by the Sun, to be honest. Like, everybody just out with an injury. Who's going to play as guard? What happened to all of our guards? They got injured.
Start making phone calls.
But yeah, no winless teams anymore. It's all right. Now, I do want to say this, because this is WNBA news, and I know this is going to be the start of me making this basically whole episode a fucking section of personal foul. But the WNBA took 10 days to conclude that there was no racism in that Angel Reese at the free throw line incident after she got fouled by Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
They found that it was completely unsubstantiated, and the fallout from it's been completely ridiculous. I'll be completely honest. It's not like anybody went like, oh, okay, like, cool, like, over with. No, you got people going like, no, maybe everybody needs to apologize to the Fever fans, and I think that Angel Reese should publicly make a statement, even though she wasn't the one who did it. One of the idiots that I got into an argument with online who was like, Angel Reese needs to make an apology. I was like, she didn't make the accusation.
For real.
And she was like, no, she did. You should do your research. I was like, what research? I was at the game. I saw the tweet while I was still in my seat. Yeah. Of somebody going, people were yelling racist stuff. She didn't have the chance to make an allegation yet. So what the fuck are you talking about? And then their response was basically, you have your facts and I have mine. And it was like, yeah, that's one way to process that one instead of just saying you're wrong. Like, just say that you're wrong. Yeah. I have been smacking around these fucking bandwagon fans in these Facebook groups. Because
they deserve it.
I'm a member of these Facebook groups, and their dumb bullshit keeps popping up on my Facebook feed when I log into it. And I don't even I look at like 7 Facebook posts a day, and I always see some sort of stupid race-baiting bullshit.
It's always something.
And I'm just like, man, fuck you.
And you can't miss it. Like, if you can't miss it now, like, if that's part of your algorithm, like, people who are fans or in groups, like, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's popping up all the time.
Like, I have never blocked people on social media before.
Yeah.
Until the Caitlin Clark explosion.
Same with me. I had to block somebody who wouldn't stop trying to go back and forth with me about something. And, like, they always do that. Like, here's the formula, right? You say something to them. Like, say this is on Facebook. You say something to them. They laugh react emoji to your comment. And then they basically repeat your insult back to them.
Yep.
And once that happens, like, I already know, like, I'm not arguing with somebody intelligent here, because if I go like, all right, well, that's a really dumb point of view. You're the one that's dumb. Like, oh, okay. Oh, so I'm arguing with a parrot now?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? We're parrot arguing? I'm not doing this, you fucking idiot. Always twisting the narrative to somehow make themselves victims and shit. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Nobody's discriminating against a fucking blonde white person.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think it's ever happened.
Never.
Especially, I've been the one person that's been feeling my wrath for it because for whatever reason, this dumb idiot's posts always pop up on my feed is some lady who's like a bandwagon fan from Austria who is like, I mean, very, very vocal about how Caitlin Clark's the best and nobody's better than her, but then will also admit that she doesn't know any of the other players and only watches because of Caitlin Clark. That's not the fucking flex that you think it is.
No, it really makes you sound really...
I only watch team sports for one single person.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I
basically
watch.
I'm saying I'm not a basketball fan. I'm here because this is a trend, and that's basically saying I listen to Taylor Swift because everybody else does.
Yeah, that's what I said to her. I was like, you're basically saying that you just want to watch Taylor Swift in a basketball jersey. You're here for celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, not for, like, come on.
And that's all it is at this point. It's a celebrity crush because a lot of these people, they're not even basketball fans.
Yeah, because then it devolves into shit of people like, look at how hard they're targeting them, as if they don't historically understand how hard defense is played in the WNBA, and they don't understand how people play or their play styles because they've only seen highlights of 6 games.
Yeah. I like Ryan Howard as an interview post-game the other day, and somebody said, how is it possible that the reporter says to Ryan Howard, how is it possible for you to play defense on these players like this?
Yeah.
And Ryan laughs. And she's like,
because I'm good at what I do.
How is it possible? I don't understand your question. I really play defense. That's what I do.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
And it's like, now that, who are the people they got reporting now? Like the media, the media covering the W now is just as bad as the fan base.
Oh, they're terrible. They're really bad. Like, even like sports analysts who should know some shit, you can tell that they've never followed the WNBA.
They don't.
You can tell that they don't know anything about how the defense is played. And like, I get that with people that I work with too, where I have to like kind of educate them on it. Like, dude, I've been watching this league for years, and here's why you think that Caitlin Clark's the greatest of all time is because this league has mainly been like specialists, right? People who are good at a couple aspects of the game. They mesh with people who are good at other aspects of the game, and it becomes a good team sport. Caitlin Clark's really well-rounded.
Yeah.
And she's a newer breed of basketball player who just tries to master every aspect of the game. Just as little as like, 8 years ago even. Like, it was, I'm a rebounder and a shot blocker. That's what I do.
Yeah, and you see, that's why her numbers and these things like look like crazy and they look crazy to us, right? Too, because you see them and nobody's ever done this, but Caitlin's done it in this amount of games, and you're like, wow, seriously? In the history of the W, not like we've been W fans for a long time, so we look at it and go, wow. But then you look back and you're like, well, true. Candace Parker was a great scorer, great defender, great rebounder, great at doing this, great at doing that, but she wasn't so much the greatest passer. Yeah. Right. So you look back and you're like, yeah, well, people focused on a lot of their aspects of their game that they were really good at. So now you're starting to see a new breed of player. Right.
And it's not even like the thing that pisses me off about it is because I'm not even trying to take away anything from Caitlin Clark. Yeah. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, she's not the only player. She's not the best player in the league. I'll argue that to the death. She's not Asia Wilson. She's not Nafisa Collier. So no, she's not the best player in the league.
No, she's not.
But she's a very good player, and she's very well-rounded. What you're seeing with Caitlin Clark is the evolution of the game.
Yep.
Like, what you're seeing is you're seeing the start of records being shattered by these types of players. Yep. Juju's going to come in. She's going to also be a triple-double machine. Yep. You're going to see Paige make a huge fucking stride in the next season or two. Like, I just find it really silly. And, like, I just find it so strange that it's always like, hey, I only watch because of Caitlin Clark. And it's like, well, then you're stupid, and why are you trying to argue?
And a lot of it is like, a lot of these other people are NBA fans, and they're used to watching a three-point shootout and no defense.
Yeah.
And then you come watch the W, which is real physical. It always has been. Defense is a main priority.
Yeah.
And the game is played really, really hard-nosed, and that's why I'm a WNBA fan.
And that's why I'm really annoyed at the bandwagon fans especially, because stop bitching about how hard people are being guarded, because then they're going to start changing rules, and nobody's ever going to be allowed to fucking touch anybody or fucking do anything. Like, it's going to be just shootouts every game. I don't need to see a 130 to 120 game in the WNBA.
No.
I don't.
I like the 80 versus 90.
Yeah, I like the 73-point games because somebody kept getting their shit stuffed every time they tried to make a layup. That's amazing.
When you see Ezzy Magbegor run baseline to baseline and swat the shit out of somebody, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I love defense. It's my favorite aspect of the game because I've never been able to jump high enough to swat someone's shit off the backboard, and I get jealous every time I see it. But yeah, and it's always fucking Caitlin Clark's the victim. She's the victim of racism. She's the victim of this. And all white people are victims now. Victim culture is ruining our society. Everybody wants to be discriminated against, it seems like. Everybody wants to be the victim. Everybody wants to complain about how somebody's against them.
Yeah, just enjoy something for once. Can we just all enjoy greatness for once? Like,
and have you ever noticed that being a victim sucks?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Why do you want to be a victim? Oh, somebody feel sorry for me. Do you feel good when people feel sorry for you? Because I don't.
I mean, just think of all the ways you could be a victim. Do you want to be ass raped?
Yeah. Do you want to be robbed at gunpoint?
Do you want mugged in an alley?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want someone to steal your car?
Straight up. Like come on. Do you want identity theft?
Yeah. Being a victim sucks is what we're trying to say.
Would you like that?
And I also they'll also accuse you of lying when you try to if they try to personally attack you and you come back at them, they'll accuse you of lying.
Liar.
Yeah, I've been told that I'm not a Fever season ticket holder. I was lying about that. I've been told that I'm not from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Which was fucking hilarious to me. Why would I lie about being from Indiana? I've moved out of the state 3 fucking times.
For real. Like, this is the last place to lie about. Hey, I'm from Indiana.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want you to point and laugh at me.
You liar. You're a liar that you're from Indiana. You're not that cool.
I live next to cornfields. That's a flex.
Yeah, come on, man. It's funny because you're 20 minutes away from smelling cow shit, wherever you fucking are. No, I'm not. Why would I have no reason to lie to a stranger on the internet.
For real.
For what reason? Internet attention?
Yeah.
So you might think that I'm cool? For what reason?
Follow me. Like my status.
Give a shit. If you try to send me a friend request, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, you're getting canceled.
Doesn't matter. I have no reason to lie to an internet stranger. It seems completely ridiculous.
Oh, so I learned something new about the shoes in the W.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen this. So Kelsey Plum said Sarah Ashley Barker, a rookie for the Sparks, was wearing some beat up, dirty ass Sabrinas.
Okay.
And she told Kelsey she loves them. Well, Kelsey said, you need some new shoes. And Kelsey is an Under Armour athlete, right? Kelsey Plum has her own shoe with Under Armour. She's supported by Under Armour. So, and Kelsey gives her a bunch of brand new, she reaches out to Sabrina and says, hey, help my rookie out, give her some new Sabrinas.
Oh, yeah.
So she gives her a bunch of new Sabrinas, and she's catching a bunch of flack because she posted this online.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's like, you're an Under Armour athlete. You're giving her Nike stuff.
Yeah, the sponsorship
She's like, do you know there's a WNBA rule that says you have to wear Nike unless you are sponsored and have a contract worth over $5,000 by another shoe company. If not, and you want to wear other shoes, you have to cover the logos, or every player has to wear Nike shoes.
Oh, that's
unless
crazy.
you have a sponsorship deal worth over $5,000. So I learned that today.
Wow.
Just this morning, I just learned that.
Hey, and guess what? You can also adapt that to seeing somebody that you know that has a sponsorship deal with a different company. If you see them wearing a Nike shoe, you know that other company ain't paying them shit.
Yeah.
So you can give them some flack for it.
Straight up.
Hey,
so
that's
you
a
know
Reebok athlete who's wearing some Nikes. How much you paying her? $3,000?
Yeah, you gave her $3,500, bro. You couldn't pass the $5,000 so she could wear them in games.
Yeah, come on.
So I suspect that will change now with the CBA.
Yeah,
because I think we're going to see a lot of changes. But I didn't know Nike had such a big hold on the league like that. So every athlete has to wear Nike shoes, which is huge for Nike.
Yeah, so, that's kind of crazy. Which also makes it kind of weird that players won't sign Nike shoes if they're a different things athlete. It's like it seems like you should be able to since you're part of the W.
Right.
And Nike's got that stranglehold on your sponsorships. Oh, let's see here. Chicago on August 25th are going to retire Candace Parker's jersey.
Man,
they're going to be retiring CP's 3.
Yeah, I want it. That's so LA's doing that right in June, which, man, I wish I could go to Cali. And then I don't know. I might try to make it to Chicago in August.
Yeah,
for that one.
That might be hard.
I would love to go see CP3s, but I would really want to go to LA to do it.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to Cali in June.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do. Probably pretty expensive for plane tickets and shit too.
Yeah,
and but yeah, I mean, going to Chicago, the tickets for that game are probably pretty pricey. I would imagine,
maybe,
because that would be really cool to see. I would have loved to have been there for Tamika Catching's jersey retirement, but I was not.
Man.
So, yeah, here's my hot take question going off of the whole Facebook arguments that I've been having. When will the Ku Klux Klan go away? When's it going to happen? It's got to, right? Because they're bandwagon people. They're not fans of the sport. They're fans of celebrity.
Right.
So, like, when is it? When the next fucking singer, when the next blonde girl singer comes around, the next fucking actress everybody likes?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? I think a lot of the hype is going to stay here. But, of course, things recycle, rinse, recycle, and change so often. So right now until, Caitlyn doesn't hop into a lot of the internet shit. So I don't think it can stay too much longer because she is not an internet persona.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't think it's going to hang too much because they're not getting any support to back them up by their celebrity crush.
Yeah.
So I don't think it hangs around as long as we think. Now, I think all the hoop heads who love her like that, they stick around and go to games and stuff like that. And they better.
But
I think the toxicity and all the bullshit, I think that does disappear with, I mean, it's just a matter of time before we have some other bullshit happen right, in the world. And then that's going to be the new internet thing, and they veer off and they steer away from this.
Yeah, and of course my cold take for the week isn't even a question. This season's bandwagon fans are way worse than last year's.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're emboldened to be like extra hateful. Like I saw, hey, by the way, Tuesday we're going to be at the Fever's game live against the Washington Mystics, June 3rd, which is the Pride Night.
Let's go.
For the WNBA, they're having Pride Night. And oh boy, you should see the fucking comment sections under the Fever's social media.
I'm not going to no gay shit.
Oh, okay. You just lost a lot of fans doing that one.
We do that every year.
I guess I'm missing this game. Why does anybody's sexuality need to be celebrated?
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all,
you don't have to go and practice like anything homosexual.
Yeah, the Pride games are pretty simple. They sell a shirt that has a rainbow logo on it. Some people wear rainbow, colorful shit.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It doesn't.
The only difference is at the security checkpoint, they do have an extra male and female security guard. And if you're a guy, in order to pass through the checkpoint, you have to kiss the guy on the lips.
Yep.
And if you're a woman, you have to kiss the woman on the lips just to prove that you're supportive. It's not. It's nothing gay.
You have to partake. In it.
And you don't want to know what they make us do at halftime.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so stupid. Like it's so dumb as shit. Like number one, I'm not going to this game. Do you realize that you're probably sitting next to a bunch of gay people when you go to these WNBA games? It's a very lesbian crowd. It's a very lesbian player fucking base.
Yeah.
Jeez. Who cares?
Yeah, come on, bro.
We're not watching any of the players kiss.
Yeah, lean over and talk to that person.
Yeah.
Lean over and talk to that person, have a conversation with them about what's going on and what you're seeing around you, what you guys enjoy the same because you're in the same arena as them, watching the same thing, and watch how cool that person ends up being.
Yeah, but instead you're the problem because then you go, oh, wait, you're gay? All right, well, then fuck you. Huh? What do you do?
Yeah.
Like that. You don't have to be gay.
Listen, your wife is going to the tanning bed to make her skin darker. Okay?
Okay.
There's no
I don't know where you're going with this.
There's no reason to hate a person because their skin's darker, right? Your wife's trying to make her skin's darker.
Oh, okay.
So come on.
So we're going back to the racism.
Yeah,
I was wondering where you're going with that.
I'm just saying, it's like all just the hate of everybody because they're different, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I've never understood it either. I've always liked being friends with people from different cultures more.
Right.
Because like it's cool. Like my best friend in high school was a Korean guy, and like that was always cool because it was like, dude, your mom makes us sushi after school. How fucking cool is this?
Yeah, let's go.
This is awesome. And then like I've also had friends that were like African, where you go into their house and you're like, dude, what is that smell? And they're like, hey, calm down, man. I'm like, no, it's good. What is that fucking odd? Like, what's your mom cooking, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I want to stay for this. And it's like, I've always had more fun hanging out with people of different cultures.
Yeah.
I have some gay friends from Chicago that are like the most flamboyant gay men you'll ever meet. They're super respectful at the fact that I'm gay. They might bust my balls about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, fucking, you think that girl's hot? Like, I have a gay friend that will always, every woman we see, hey, breeder, you think that girl's hot? Like, I don't know. And then, you do the same thing to them and they laugh about it. It's not a fucking problem at all.
Yeah.
Like, people are genuinely fine and fun.
And, like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to walk around and be that person.
Yeah.
To be conscious that you're gonna be a recipient of hate that takes a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
why should anything be celebrated?
Yeah,
Why should anybody celebrate anything?
Yeah, because you know how hard life is for people who want to be different than what you are.
Where's White Pride Parade?
They have those.
For
They're called
real.
Klan rallies, and they're uncomfortable.
And they burn shit.
Yeah, and they're very, very uncomfortable. Wrapping up our W news, though, Liz Cambage, one of my old favorites, who is no longer in the WNBA, but, she's having a good, successful career overseas. Mainly because she's an Australian athlete, and she doesn't necessarily need to live in the United States in order to make less money than she can make playing in Australia. So, but she's really good. She could still be in the W. She has an album out on iTunes now. It's like an electronic dance music. Like, there's no singing or anything, but...
Yeah, I know she does. I know she was like... I've seen her doing like post of like doing DJing.
Yeah,
events
she does
and
DJ
stuff like
gigs.
that. So I figured it was more like techno or house or something like that. Like,
yeah, but yeah, she has an electronic dance music album out on iTunes. So that's kind of cool. If you guys want to check that out, maybe add it to your WNBA playlist. I don't know if anybody has one of those. I certainly don't.
I just seen her on a weed commercial actually too.
No, I saw that too.
That was fire, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's an ambassador for a legal weed company in New York. Like
and she was like, America has like way better weed. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, we've been really good at it. But I've had some fucking Dominican Republic weed before, and oh my God, did I smoke some shit out of a tea bag? What is this garbage? That was so bad.
I think we're way ahead of the game there, especially California. Like, salute to California.
Yeah. Now that I'm really thinking back on that, me buying weed in the Dominican Republic was a really stupid thing for me to do.
Oh, yeah.
What if I would have got caught?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't want to be a Dominican jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just this dude was on the beach selling like these little like wooden carved weed pipes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, that one's really cool. And he was like, yeah, you want the pipe? You know, pipe, have the pipe. And I was like, and I go, I don't have anything to put in it, man. So I don't think, and he goes, hey, $20.
I got you.
And then he threw that in a bag and threw a little baggie in the bag too. And I went on about my way and smoked that fucking, that blackness at my fucking hotel room. It was so gross. Don't try to score weed when you're in a foreign country.
No.
Just doesn't seem like a good idea unless it's a legal country or something. Let's see. Personal foul segment. Let's go into let's do the hot take blend into personal foul. Week 2, who's the final 4 so far? Who's going to be competing for the championship after this small, ridiculously to assume who's going to be in the championship sample size?
New York, Minnesota rematch with the Mercury and the Storm.
Okay. It's exactly
in the mix.
That's exactly like mine, except for I had New York and Minnesota finals repeat with Vegas and the Mercury, because I still have faith in Asia Wilson. I think that Vegas ends up pulling it out.
And I think here's the thing too. The reason I say the Mercury is they do nothing but get better.
Yeah.
Right? Because
yeah.
Cock Hopper comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Danger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're great right now, and they don't even have one of their best pieces.
Yeah, they don't even have a Olympian, superstar, champion, MVP caliber player that's coming back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how well do Satu and AT work together?
No, very well.
That is who won the offseason? The Mercury.
Yes.
They made a pairing there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was the Fever at first that won the offseason, but then I see this. And here's another thing. The foreign girl Kit, which Kitaya Laxa, she's balling in Phoenix. And like, she was drafted in 2020, I think, but never played in the W. So she's actually a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's balling this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they look good.
Yeah, the Phoenix Mercury they're contenders. They're definitely contenders this year for sure. It's crazy. All right, now so personal foul. I did not go to our Connecticut game on Friday.
Boo.
It was a Friday night game, and I had one of the most fucking stressful weeks of my life. Like, I had Monday off at my job like most people did.
Yeah.
And then when I came back to my job has this thing set up to where if we make a certain amount of money and whatever, then every employee gets a $500 bonus. And I was met with, on Tuesday, them going, hey, we're probably not going to make our bonus this week unless you do like everything. Like pointed at me like, it's all like everybody else is incapable of hitting this bonus for us, but you're capable of doing it. So I had to bust my fucking balls for 10 hours a day, never sitting down, never taking a break. It was fucking awful. And I was able to squeak it out and make everybody their bonus, so I was a hero. But on top of that, when I was leaving my job after such a shitty fucking work day, someone backed into my car.
Fucking dickhead.
Some douchebag who was absolutely downed out on something backed into my car, hit my hood, and then was like stuttering, muttering prick this whole time. Like, hey, I need to see your license. I need to see this. The cops wouldn't come out because it's a civil matter. You're just supposed to exchange information. Like, even though this guy's clearly fucked up on something. One of my coworkers was even like, dude, he stopped and was like, what's going on? And he was like, that guy either was mentally fucked up or he was on something. And I'm guessing he was on some sort of downers or some shit. Because I think what happened was he had his car in neutral and was just gunning it. And then it just rolled back into my car, which I was behind him.
Wow.
And then sure enough, he doesn't have insurance. And now my insurance company is making me jump through ridiculous hoops to get all this shit paid out, and I don't have time to do it.
And this is why CEOs of insurance companies get shot.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, like I'm going crazy. And like they're making it so hard. They're making me submit all of these videos, all of these pictures, and all this shit. And it's like, dude, there's got to be a better way to do this. And you keep having me retake these pictures and redo this shit. And it's like, my God, I have Progressive Insurance. You guys are supposed to be the best, right? One of the best, anyways. Oh, boy. Flo, I need your help. That's Progressive, right?
You might want to holler at the little lizard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He might be able to save you 15%.
Yeah, I switched from them, but...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just been such a shitty fucking week, and then I got like a little bit of pushback at home for wanting to go to the game on Friday, so I was just like, I'm just fucking staying home, dude. I don't want any of this drama. I'll end up snapping at a fucking bandwagon fan at our seats, probably. I just wasn't in the mood.
And it wasn't the same for me either, like without you being there. So it's like we've been doing this for years together, so it's like you have your co-pilot.
Yeah.
Like with you, and it just wasn't the same. So I had to recruit one of my buddies who's a fellow Fever season ticket holder. Yeah. Big Glenn was somewhere in the building, and I was like, hey, Jay's not here.
Yeah, shout out Big Glenn.
Big Glenn. Shout out Big Glenn. I'm like, Jay's not here, man. Can you come sit down by me? He's like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we need to get Big Glenn on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, he finally said something last night like, hey, we'll set up a Zoom sometime soon.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I need to figure out Zoom because, like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, we got to figure out how to make that work with us.
Yeah, because the other issue that I want to avoid with this fucking podcast, anytime I try to do anything that integrates sound, is like it always picks. You're always gonna hear some bling 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 notification from my phone or fucking on my desktop. So it's like I don't know. And then I try to do stuff in a rush. Again, real busy. This summer's been busy as shit for me, and this last week has been so rough. I was so like, but I'm gonna be there for that Tuesday game. Damn it, Pride Night. I'm gonna go. They're gonna make me kiss a guy.
Yep, we're gonna be wearing rainbows.
Yeah. I have to either that or I have to dress in drag. Like they don't let you if you're a guy, you either have to kiss a guy or dress in drag.
Or
Those
you
are
have
the
to
rules.
have makeup on.
Those are the rules.
Something.
That's how Pride Night works.
So,
Don't you guys know, you idiot redneck stupids? Like, oh my God. These hayseeds don't go to the game anyways. Why are we trying to please these fans? These idiots online. Why don't you apologize to the white people?
Why don't you buy a ticket, a shirt, a jersey, some shoes, a hat to match, and maybe some pants, a whole outfit? Show us your merchandise and the way you support the game, and then say something about it.
Yeah, instead you're just on the internet going, white girl good, black lesbians bad. You guys are so awful. Look at BG calling Caitlin Clark a stupid white girl. You guys really don't know shit, do you? Yeah. That clip, she's saying fucking whack call, and I know that she is because it's coming from after she got a questionable call called on her from Natasha Howard, who is a black woman by a black referee. So why the fuck would she be saying fucking white girl in that scenario?
Yeah,
she's probably saying fucking whack call because it was a fucking whack call. BG always argues with the referees, and referees are notorious for making fucking whack calls. So good Lord.
Facts.
Yeah, what is wrong with you guys? Sorry, I'm really heated this episode, but I don't know, maybe it made for more energy and a better show. I don't know. Unless you disagree with me, unless you're one of those people where, that's the other thing that I've noticed about these bandwagon fans too. When you say something like, I don't like these Ku Clark Klan type of fans, they'll jump in your comment section and fucking lump themselves into that category.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to make it pertain to you because you're a Clark fan.
You know, you're not better than anybody saying stuff like that. And it's like, well, I mean, you could have jumped in and said, hey, look, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan too, and I don't condone all of the weird racist microaggressions.
Exactly.
So I'm right there with you. But you don't. Instead, you go, hey, I'm Ku Clark Klan, and you're insulting me.
Yeah. You know what I have a hard time with is I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I love Caitlin Clark. Like I do.
Yeah.
I do. She's one of my favorite players in the game.
He got an in-person autograph at the game that I didn't fucking go to.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I finally got to meet her. She finally came over to our section. But look, like I can't you can't I don't feel comfortable advertising.
Yeah.
That. I'm a huge fan of hers because I don't want to associate with you other toxic fans.
Like there is a certain thing that like, and I've talked about it in previous episodes. There's a certain weird thing about being a white person, right? Where like I feel like you're like when you interact with certain other white people, you're in danger. You're like 3 sentences away from hearing the N-word.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, that's how I feel when I'm trying to talk WNBA to people, especially local people who are like, yeah, Caitlin Clark's pretty good, huh? So what do you think about this Angel Reese? And as soon as that happens, as soon as they start trying to do the comparing Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark thing, I hit the ejector seat button from that conversation every time because I know it's about to be racial. Because again, they're not the same player. They're not the same type of player. They could play on the same team and be on the court at the same time.
You're comparing Dennis Rodman to Kobe.
Yeah.
Or Dennis Rodman to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. They're not even in the same stratosphere.
Yeah. They're both good.
Yeah.
They're both great at what they do.
When people say, when they start to do the Angel conversation, it's like a Caitlin fan, they say, what do you think of Angel Reese? I love her.
Yeah.
I think
she's great. I think she would be great on the Fever, too.
I think she's great.
always say that.
I think the Fever should sign her.
I always make a point of saying that. I always go, dude, I think she would be great on the Fever.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that? Caitlin shooting the threes. If she misses, guess who's there to grab it every single time?
Yeah.
Come on.
Facts.
Like,
Here's the thing about Angel. Which would make her such a better player, is she learned to kick the ball out when she got rebounds.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it back up.
Yeah, you don't have to put it back up every time.
If she sharpens and hones her passing, like imagine how good she would be. You know what I mean?
No, she's fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand. I just never understood the comparison. It's because they played against each other in college and they did the fucking can't see me shit to each other.
That's the whole thing. Is that
tapping the ring finger shit.
Hey, listen, watch any March Madness.
Yeah.
You're going to have hella players getting chippy with each other.
Yeah.
You guys aren't talking about...
Watch me play pickup games with my best friends in the world who I love more than any other human beings. We talk the worst shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, I would say stuff to where if I said that kind of stuff to a stranger, somebody would be like, oh, you guys are about to fucking fight. Like, Jesus. I don't know. People are so dumb, man. But I don't know. That's it for us for this week. We're going to be back Tuesday versus the Mystics.
Yeah.
New York on the 14th, baby.
Let's fucking
Those
go.
are our next live games. I'm not missing Tuesday. I can't miss Pride Night. I kissed a boy and didn't like it, but they made me do it in order to get into the game.
That's right.
So I hope some of you rednecks out there believe that and don't think that I'm not just lying for comedic effect. There you go. If you want to call me out on lying about something, do that. You fucking liar. They don't make you kiss dudes to get into the Pride game. You're damn right they don't. You just see people wearing a fucking rainbow logo on a fucking shirt, and that's about it. They don't do gay kiss cam or anything like that. They don't drill glory holes into the fucking stalls. Fucking weirdos, man. But anyways, that's going to be it for us for the week. Rate, review, subscribe, fucking comment. I don't know what it is that you can do.
Share, all that shit. Share.
All the podcast platform stuff. Just
share.
If you can do it, it just helps us stay at the top. We're one of the top-rated WNBA podcasts.
Yes, sir.
At least on Amazon Music. That's the only one that I really do anything on. And Podbean, because that's where we're hosted through. Shout out to Podbean. You guys are fucking actually awesome. As far as a podcast host goes, I'm not sure about like downloading your podcast through that app. I would suggest it since there are bosses.
Yeah, I would too.
But but no, I mean, that's a great podcast platform. Now, I'm not being paid to do that. If you want to start your own podcast, check out Podbean. They make it easy. They show you analytics of all the people that subscribe from different countries of yours. It's crazy. Like, we have a lot of people from New Zealand.
Shout out to New Zealand.
We have a lot of people from Australia. We have a lot of people from Canada.
Shout out
Brazil.
to Outback.
Brazil. We got some Brazilian fans.
Oh, I love some Brazil.
I'm trying to think of some more places. Canada, obviously.
Canadians. Yes,
but yeah, and then the Wrestling with Criminals podcast that you can also listen to. We actually did an episode about Dennis Rodman recently.
Do that ASAP.
So Wrestling with Criminals, I have people that were from countries that I had to look it up. What the fuck country is this?
Where the fuck is that?
And it was just some like African country that I'm like, dude, that is awesome. I love the global reach of the old podcasts.
Yeah, that is awesome, man.
Yeah. You get to spread the love of all of your stuff from all around the world. Maybe somebody in the remotest parts of Africa are going, wow, these people that like Caitlin Clark really are racist. And then they hear our show and go, oh, okay, never mind. No, there's some non-divisive motherfuckers out there. I guess we are pretty divisive to these new bandwagon fans.
Yeah, that's the only hate in my heart.
If you only like Caitlin Clark, there's no reason for you to be here. Could you imagine if I caught wind of some sort of volleyball player that I had a crush on?
Yeah.
And then I decided I'm only going to talk about that volleyball player, talk about how she's the greatest volleyball player that's ever existed, and then wonder why people who have followed volleyball their whole lives think that I'm a dickhead.
We could just be Planet Caitlin.
Yeah. Planet CC.
Planet CC.
We started this show before she was even a professional. I had the idea to start this show before I even know who Caitlin Clark was.
Yeah, facts.
So how's that feel? I've been liking women's basketball before I even knew any of these people. My favorite player originally was Rebecca Lobo, and then I look back at her career stats and go, ooh, why?
Ouch.
Ow. Why was that my favorite player? Jeez. But yeah, and Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie is
great. And Candace Parker.
Arguably the GOAT, Lisa Leslie.
Candace Parker's my favorite of all time.
GOAT.
Yeah. And Jonquel Jones. But otherwise, we're out of here. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.